Greetings, members one and all of the Salivation Nation. Gold and silver are seeing some corrective pauses of the uptrend movement in price. Let's explore. In this article from Kitco News, Jim Wyckoff talks a little bit about what we're seeing in the gold and silver precious metals price movements. As of late here today, they are a little firmer on midday on U.S. trading. The two metals kind of pull back slightly, but they're up a little bit. There are normal pauses and corrections in the charts after gold hit a 5-month high on Tuesday. The technical postures for both metals remain fully bullish amid price uptrends in place of the daily bar charts. August gold futures were last up $1.50 to $19.0520, but July COMEX silver was last up about 5 cents to $27.16 an ounce. Global stock markets were mixed overnight. U.S. stocks indexes were firmer as the midday approaches. There are no major geopolitical flare-ups at present, although we have some things certainly out there that are concerning. While trader-investor risk aversion is not keen, it's a scenario that should continue to support upside price action in most global stock markets and could somewhat weigh on safe haven metals. In overnight news, the Eurozone's April producer price index was reported up 1% from March and up 7.6% year on year. Those are numbers that are starting to fall in line with many analysts and economists who have been predicting inflationary price pressures will become more acute in the coming months. And I think they will too. I'm bullish overall for both metals, gold and silver, as we head further into the year here. Turkey's president has called for lower interest rates, saying that reducing the burden of interest costs on producers would lead to lower inflation in the future. His call for an easing of monetary policy helped push the Turkish lira to a record low against the U.S. dollar Wednesday. So the key outside markets today see the U.S. dollar modestly higher on a corrective bounce from recent selling pressure. Therefore, it kind of reflects on gold price and silver as well. So NYMEX crude oil prices are higher and near the 2.5-year high hit on Tuesday. And that is also, I think, weighing in as well. Remember when oil was at negative $38 a barrel? Now it's trading around $68.50 a barrel. At an OPEC meeting Tuesday, the cartel said it would gradually ramp up its collective oil production and predicted a rise in global oil demand in the coming months. The yield on the benchmark 10-year U.S. Treasury note is presently fetching around 1.606. Remember, there was talk that it could get up to 2%. And if you look at the technical look here at the precious metals, gold future bulls have a solid overall near-term technical advantage. A 2-month-old price uptrend is in place on the daily bar chart. Bulls' next upside price objective is to produce a close above a solid resistance at the January high of $1971.50, $1,971.50. The bear's next term downside price objective is pushing futures prices below solid technical support of $1,850 an ounce. First resistance is seen at this week's high of $1919.20 and then at $1,925. First support is seen at this week's low of $1,894.50 and then at $1884.30. It's got a Wyckoff rating of 7.5. So a lot of different variety of numbers there with some highs and lows. But I tell you what, that 1850 wasn't that long ago when we were there just a few months ago. It's crazy to think about. For silver, the bulls have the firm overall near-term technical advantage. A 2-month-old uptrend is in place on the daily bar chart. Silver Bull's next upside price objective is closing prices above solid technical resistance at the February high of $30.01. So then we can see it reached $30 again here. The next downside price objective for the bears is closing prices below solid support at $26.78. First resistance is seen at $28.34, and then this week's high of $28.71. Next support is seen at today's low of $27.76, and then at $27.48. It's got a Wyckoff rating of 7. Think about that. That low, $26.78. It wasn't that long ago when silver was at $25. So there has been real movement in the price of silver in the stock in the on the movement in spot price. We've been seeing it. Now it's not as much as many people think. Many people think that it should be near record highs. We're talking 30s, mid 30s, upper 40s, or low 40s right now. But we're not there. And it may be some time before we get there. But there's a myriad of different reasons why that's the case. You've heard me talk about that on this channel. I think part of it has to do with, well, the industrial sector, how silver is viewed and utilized more and more in the industrial sector. And of course, the demand is a little bit wonky. There's a lot of different factors that come into play in that realm. Copper closed down 345 points to 461.9 cents. That's $4.61 per pound. That's copper's price per pound. Copper bulls have the near overall technical advantage, and copper is a metal to look out for. Now, how you own it, you've heard me do videos and see me do videos about how to own copper, the best ways to own it, for sure to take advantage of this, but nonetheless, probably the most liquid form will probably be futures, but I think it's good to have a little bit of physical copper as well. I mean, after all, it is money, and of all the metals out there, the most common form of money is in copper. That's right, and it has been money for as long as silver and gold for the most part. And I think that's interesting. In fact, it is still used today as money. Nonetheless, there is your report for precious metals on this day, June 2nd, 2021, with the metals kind of seeing normal corrective pauses. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I'd like to extend a multitude of gratitude to you all for taking the time to watch this video, and encourage you to please rate, share, comment, and subscribe.